What's up guys, name is Dre and welcome to another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. So we have another Tuesday, which means a new unit breakdown. So talking about today's units, we are very looking forward to a very big new update, which is the Thanksgiving update, which will most likely introduce Goddess Elizabeth, a very big game-changing unit, which will have a big impact on the meta, on the game in general. And yeah, it is huge. We have 2 new free-to-play units that I want to go over today. And yeah, as always on the screen you can see the tier list explanation. This is how I do understand the tier list. And yeah, I think it was like enough time to take a closer look to the tier list. If it wasn't, just press pause here. And now without further ado, let's hop into the first unit that I want to talk about today, which is the Plumatrona. Now, Matrona, actually not much to say. She is, I would give her the C tier. She is a pretty mid-tier unit. I don't have too much to say, so this is the thing that I have the problem with. Increases giant allies basic stats by 25%, exclude PvP. So I would see her as a viable option if her passive would apply in PvP. Of course, it would be very strong. Imagine having a 25% basic buff for any DN in the game, and we may get a festival exclusive DN in the future, and there will come a couple of other DNs. So she would have a big impact if this passive would apply in PvP, but because it doesn't, she doesn't has any viability for PvP. So she has literally no passive, and her abilities are also like kind of meh. Her stats are also kind of meh. So yeah, not a unit that you really like to talk about. But as I already said, the good thing on her is free to play unit. So we are guaranteed to get 1 copy of Matrona. Next thing is a bit more interesting. It is Camilla. So Camilla it is also very good that we get her free to play, because she is a original character from 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. And yeah, she's I would say a bit underrated, kinda. She's not like top tier, definitely not. So I would give her the B tier. So we want to talk about the tier. So she's not too worse, but to make her work, it takes a lot of effort. Now, she's a second unit in the game that has the transformation mechanic. So she has very similar problems like SSR Aaron, the green one, the Titan Aaron. If you don't know this guy, he was a collab unit. And yeah, she's like the first 7 Deadly Sins character or original character, but the second unit in general that can transform. And yeah, how does she transform? She transforms with her ultimate, which is this, and then she will get new abilities and a new ultimate. Now, after transformation, I do think she is a beast. She has very high stats, so yeah, you get a attack increase by 20%. So all attack related stats, that means attack, pierce rate, crit chance, crit damage, crit resistance. So these are all like attack related stats. They get the buff, and for me it's like not easy to get to that point. So I did do a couple of tests or watch a lot of content to her when she did released in the Japanese version. So in general, I have to say that her kit seems to synergize very well in itself, but it is like on paper. So let's take a look at the passive. Absolute power. Increase HP related stats by 5% when the hero takes damage on the enemy's turn. If there are 5 or more of this effect, remove the buffs, delete 1 hero skill, and completely fills ultimate move gauge. So she needs to take some hits to trigger a passive to fill up your ultimate move gauge. But the problem on that is, what are units that can take multiple hits of the enemy? So the current PvP is very fast. So matches don't take too long because of a unit like Lostvein Meliodas that just takes a couple of hits to kill the enemy, or that just one-shots with his ultimate. So there's like no room for tanking to building up your setup. So that is a problem that I see in her. Next thing is that she has to be the one to be focused and should be able to tank, yeah, as I said, multiple hits after you get your hits. And the problem with that is she has to be focused and she has to be able to take multiple hits. Now, after seeing in practice, I think these are some general problems. So overall, I do think on paper her kit is very good. So she has like this thing where she has a mechanic to build up her ultimate. She has a stun, which is a lot of utility. She has lifesteal, which usually should make her work if she is able to tank a couple of hits. And yeah, then she has a transformation where she does buff herself. Seems actually very good, but yeah, you know the problems with her. That's like I wanted to talk her. Good thing is you don't have to decide if you want to pull or if you don't want to pull because she's free to play. But what you maybe want to decide is if you want to buy some skins. So I think with skins, she can work, but it takes a lot of effort to make her work. And yeah, that's I think all I wanted to say to her. Now, yeah, that's already it for this week's unit breakdown. Next week, hopefully we get Goddess Elizabeth, maybe along with another unit. Yeah, next week there will be another unit breakdown. I'm currently thinking about stop making the unit breakdown because there are just there are not as much people watching these unit breakdowns, and I may consider to stop doing that. Maybe I'm still considering to do summon videos for 7 Deadly Sins. So as I already said, since Genshin Impact, I never stopped playing the game. I still continue to grind. I still continue to play it every day. But my content on the channel goes in the direction of Genshin Impact, which I do think is now my main content. And since I still start growing and I still grow very slowly, I have a lot of opportunities to change around my content. And yeah, hope you guys still enjoy overall everything on my channel. And yeah, if you guys do, subscribe to my channel for more gacha gaming content in general. And I see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more gacha gaming content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out, and I thank you for your support.